Good afternoon, folks. This is Kenyatta Ryder Right Protection Agency, Inc. Coming to you with another video. In today's video, I want to speak to you guys about clientele, how to research your clientele, how to know who to do business with and who not to do business with, because all money is not good money, you know. And me and my team, we signed a deal with an apartment complex these past 2 weeks, and we went in there and did a good job. But unfortunately, the client didn't like the job that we did, or liked the job that we did, but they did compliment us and said that, you know, they like what we did. But sometimes people tell you that you're doing good and they really don't believe that. But we went in there and did a good job, man. We stopped all the vandalism. We had a situation where people were getting their cars vandalized, and we went in there and took care of the problem. But apparently it wasn't good enough for the client. It wasn't enough convincing for the client that they need security, that tenants are getting their cars broken into. So this company that we was with was Hillside Apartments. And after 7 days of service, they discontinued the service with us. So long story short, what I'm basically trying to say is that this client didn't want to pay the money. It didn't have anything to do with the job that we did, because we stopped the vandalism. Nobody got cars vandalized while we were there. So we did a good job, and we were complimented by the staff and the tenants. But sometimes it's just a company does not want to pay the money. They just did not want to pay the money that we wanted. And that's what it boiled down to. And after, you know, reading the reviews of the company and hearing what past tenants and current tenants had to say about the company, you know, my thinking is justified. They didn't want to pay the money that we wanted, but I was charging a very, very budget rate. And, you know, for them not to want to pay what we wanted, I'm not going to discuss what the numbers was of the deal, but for them not to want to do business with us, you know, based on what we were charging, I thought that was a little bit alarming. So they're putting up a fence apparently, and they're saying that, you know, putting up this fence is going to protect the cars from the vandals. I don't think it is, but, you know, they're just trying to figure out the best possible way to salvage money. So long story short, folks, do your research on the company that you contracted with. I got my patches now on the shirts, on my shirt and my employees. But yeah, do your research on the company that you're doing business with. Know if they're a company that has money and that is willing to spend money, and what's their reputation on paying past clients, on paying past vendors, I'm sorry. What's their reputation with that? You know, try to figure that out, because, you know, you can have the best service in the world, but if a client doesn't want to pay, they don't want to pay. It's nothing you can do. And you don't want to get into a situation where you're taking over a contract for just 2 weeks and then you're let go for whatever reason, because they didn't like the money that they were paying, even though they knew firsthand, and it was a miscommunication in staff of what we were charging them. But, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, long story short, my video today was to express to you guys to analyze your client from a spending standpoint. That way you don't deal with cheap clients that, you know, want to get rid of you after 7 days, and you thinking we signed a contract and everything. I didn't think we was going to end in 7 days, but we did. So just trying to give you guys a little insight of what it's like to, you know, get your second contract, because I already have a contract. I'm headed there now to the mosque. But yeah, you know, just trying to give you guys a little insight about how negotiations work, as far as like, you know, billing your client. You know, we billed them a very, very respectable rate, but we didn't have armed guards up there. They were unarmed. You know, so we had that flexibility of armed or unarmed, and gave our client a choice on which one they wanted, and they picked unarmed because that was the most budget friendly. And we still superseded expectations, even with unarmed guards, with vandals that's vandalizing people's cars. So knowing your client, knowing how much to bill them, knowing your client's spending limit is key. Knowing their past history and their reputation. You know, read reviews. You know, based on what reviews say, you might not want to deal with this client. You know, you might not think that this is a contract you can fulfill. But yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll be trying to drop more video footage of my company and the road to building this company up, Right Protection Agency. Thanks for joining me. Please subscribe and support my channel. I would really appreciate it, as I'm a new channel. And have a good one.